Yep, gonna be talking about another pretty bad anime that's airing right now. Surprisingly, not a ripoff anime. I will at least commend that. But it is an anime that I am 4 episodes deep in as of right now, and it's called Hero Without a Class Who Even Needs Skills. Yeah, a new anime by the legendary and possibly gonna go down as the most infamous studio of all time, Studio ACAT, a studio that if you haven't heard of up until this point, they've have been known to come out with what I possibly might be the worst anime of 2025, and to an extent from many years past. But this year they've been fucking crushing it with the worst animes of the year. And that was with this shitty Mashoku Tensei ripoff anime that they dropped earlier this year with the beginning after the end, which again, a show that I touted to this day as a huge one-to-one Bashoku Tensei ripoff. And going into Hero Val class, who even needs skills, I knew going to this is going to be like a huge, blatant, and obviously a ripoff of other popular, better shows, more specifically Soul Leveling. Like the comparisons to Soul Leveling into this show is clear night as day to a bit of a degree. And yes, you could probably say that what I'm saying right now with this comparison to this comparison is a bit of a stretch with this anime, but this is where I get into a little bit of a crossroads moment where, honestly, after watching 4 episodes of the show, it's not bad. Like, I'm not gonna lie when I say this. This is the first time I actually say that a anime from Studio A Cat is okay. It's actually somehow fun bad in the best way possible. So again, 4 episodes in, what is the show all about? The synopsis doesn't even give us much to go off on, but think of it this way: it's basically about a dude, and he's in a world where heroes need to survive to be a bigger class. So there's an S tier, an A tier, B tier, C tier, whatever the hell, and obviously in this world there are multiple different classes, not by the tier list of course, but like you could be a swordsmith, you can be a mage, you can be a fucking robber, a criminal, whatever. But our main character here, Arrow, was born without a skill. And so he is born without a skill, and that puts him at a supposed disadvantage. Well, that disadvantage then goes to his favor, and he fights off many enemies and gets stronger and buffer by taking their skills and essentially copying them. So basically, he's Kakashi Sensei from Naruto, but if Kakashi was a little kid, more or less. And yeah, there's not much more I can say about the show. It's fine. It's not super bad, surprisingly. Yes, I will say that there are moments in the show where it just speed runs the fuck out of the whole like beginning, how our main hero, our main protagonist became stronger, more or less. And again, it still has all the huge flaws and issues that I have blatantly and have critically talked about when going into the beginning after the end anime from Studio A Cat, where it just speed runs the fuck out of the character and you don't get a lot of character development. In the case of Hero Vile Class, this show surprisingly has like a lot of really good voice acting talent this time around. On top of it, you can tell that surprisingly there is some passion put into the voice acting. But then when it comes to like the action, the fight sequences, that's where I'm like, it lets out its best fun bad moments, and it is so goddamn amazing. It is so endearing, and it is just hilariously fun bad that I initially thought. And again, I know I could dive into other characters in the show, but I gotta say, right off the bat with some of these other characters, you have characters like Reina, who is the redhead girl, and she like straight up is like the arch rival of our main character, and she vows that one day she's gonna beat him in a sword battle. And then fast forward to where now they're young, teenager adults. The anime doesn't even explain how old they are at this point because like it's really lost in time with when they speed run the fuck out the time frame shit. But anyway, they're basically now like young teenage adults, whatever. And it turns out that this person that grew up to be like a guy is actually a girl who has sexy, busty moves, and her character design looks like a rip-off version of Darkness from Konosuba in every way, shape, or form. Because hey, every anime fantasy likes to rip off the art style of Darkness from Konosuba nowadays. And then you have like the blonde girl Lilia, where she's just right off the bat when you get to know her from I think episode 2, episode 3. I don't fucking care at this point. Like Lilia just comes off as like super over the top, super annoying, and just overall like this girl's main goal is just to get into the main character's pants and just get married and have kids with him. Like that's all she does. She doesn't do anything at all. She's just so goddamn useless. And then when they go into like this little arc, like layer into these two recent episodes where they're fighting against like another clan to like make sure they live up to the reputation of their former clan and shit. It's really wild and stupid, by the way, to where the main character just beats them all with like every skill imaginable, and the guy's like, "Oh, I'm so angry! I gotta take my revenge on this guy," and he takes revenge on our three main characters in the stupidest, most cliches way possible, and then in the most recent episode, it ends with it's like. God, I hate them. I hate them. There has to be a way to beat them. And all of a sudden, there's like this random dark evil sword that's like trying to pull the evil character to like, oh, so you want to take revenge on these guys? I know you have passion. I know you hate them. I can feel the darkness. Come and join me. And it's like, man, um we're getting like some crazy Star Wars references now. Like again, this show is so crazy fun bad that I think this has to be the standard that Studio ACAT has to hit, in my opinion. Like, if you want to make a fun bad anime, this show's it. This is like possibly one of the best fun bad anime so far. We're only 4 episodes in, and it has some of the dumbest dialogue options out there. The characters are just so paper thin, and overall, like when you try to get to know these characters left and right, it's hard to get to know because everything's just like 2 times X speed running everything. It is crazy. But yeah, just want to briefly talk about this because I was supposed to talk about this yesterday, but my God, I just had to like laminate on this show a little bit longer to see if I do feel the way that I feel, and yeah, I think Hero Without Class, the anime, has gotta be like a contender for a potentially a fun bad anime experience, and yeah, that's it. I just want to talk about this. That's it. See you on the next one later.